I'd say he's the most powerful man in media, and he's my boss, Eddie Martiny. So, what gives him this power? Well, you know what they say behind every good man is his wife. You've got to take a listen. And thank you, Mattress Mac, for always sponsoring my Dana Tyson podcast.
Eddie Martiny is my boss, a very powerful man running the iHeartMedia Houston conglomerate. And Eddie recently won the American Advertising Federation Silver Star Award, which is like the granddaddy of them all. And as I was listening to your speech, Eddie, I felt compelled. I had to share some of your leadership skills with our viewers because I think they're so powerful. I appreciate you keeping me on Sunny. I appreciate you giving me a paycheck, but more importantly, Eddie, I appreciate the way that you lead us. And I just want to bring up a few things that I learned from your speech, and you can answer to them. First of all, something very important. You're a powerful guy. You admit it, right?
Some days more powerful than others.
But you have a lot of power in your position, and you are willing to step aside. One of the first people that you thanked was your radio wife, Sylvia Jones. And
Correct.
Sylvia is your executive assistant, but I was just so touched by the way that you put her first. I mean, you really gave her a lot of credit. So talk to that part of your leadership skill.
Well, let me start by saying that you thanked me for employing you. That's about the easiest decision one can make.
No.
I inherited you. You were here before I got here, and but wow, what a great partner. Loyalty, talented, creative, and work ethic off the charts. So I'm going to brag about you a little bit there. So that wasn't a very hard decision on my part to keep you employed here because I benefit from that, and so do all the great listeners of Sunny. Sylvia Jones has been my assistant for 15 years, and I'll tell you, the reason she's the only employee that I recognize because number one, I couldn't recognize 140 employees. That wouldn't have been fair to everyone in the audience. But Sylvia has been just very, very loyal to me. And what I said at the event was that Sylvia wakes up every morning, and this is the honest truth, and she thinks about what can I do to improve our culture? What can I do to make everyone more productive? And she comes into work with a list almost on a weekly basis. Have we thought about doing this? Can we do this? We actually on Saturday night, we have a company party. It's a Mardi Gras party because a large portion of our staff, believe it or not, are from Louisiana.
Like
and,
you.
We have, like me, and we are having a Mardi Gras party at a hotel on Saturday night because that's what Sylvia is all about. Anything to build camaraderie and build and show appreciation and to improve our culture. That is why she's so valuable to me. And it would have been wrong for me not to point that out when I received that award.
Well, it was amazing because, again, in her position, she influences the boss so greatly with her passion. And I just love that. I mean, you're never too low to influence people at the workplace with great ideas and passion. It's more than just duty. We can all do our duty, but to bring duty with joy, that makes a really fun workplace. Now, the other woman in your life that I had to mention, I don't know if you know this, but every morning before I go to Sunny, I open up my Bible. I read that Bible, drink my coffee, and it just gives me this sense of calm. There's one proverb that has always deeply affected me. Now, I've been married 38 years, and it's Proverb 21:9, and I'm going to read it to you. Better to live on the corner of the roof than to share a house with a quarrelsome wife. Now, that would be me. But you, on the other hand, were so wise in picking a wife that you gave credit to, Liz, your beautiful wife, who never complains. And that just touched my heart so much at your acceptance speech. Talk about that, Eddie.
Well, hey, I start my day just like you. I am a man of faith, and I've got I'm a deep-rooted Catholic, youngest of a deep-rooted Catholic family in New Orleans. I actually have a brother that's a Catholic priest. So I start my day with the daily gospel, and I also go over and like to listen to Joel Osteen's message because it's always uplifting and motivating. So I can't think of a better way to start the day.
Right.
And the other part of my day I start with is having coffee every single morning with my wife, who I'm a privileged man to be to. I did make a very good decision there 20 years ago, marrying Liz. And it's not always easy being married to a radio guy because the hours are very long. You find out late in the day you have a dinner. You have to go to an Astros game and entertain a very large client, or a Rockets game, or you have a client that wants to be at a concert and wants you there. So sometimes she's willing to come with me, and many times she's like, you handle that on your own. But never ever is there a, oh my goodness, you're not going to be home for dinner tonight. Never complains. Never ever makes me feel guilty about the things that I have to do in my job. And it I'll tell you, I've been doing this for 30 plus years, and that is not always the norm. And it makes this industry can put a lot of strain on a marriage and on your family life because you are away a lot and you're called away a lot unexpectedly. And it's nice when you have a wife that it can just be so understanding. And not only that, she's gracious, she's beautiful, and she's just the perfect life partner.
It was so touching and so inspiring, really, for when you pick that spouse, you're going to be spending a lot of time with them. And for you to have seen that, it was just a great teaching moment. I just loved it so much. I've got 5 kids, one left to get married. And that's the kind of woman that I hope all my kids have had, gotten incredible spouses. And that was the key. They don't make you feel guilty, for the things that you
Absolutely.
have to do, that you're following your calling. And I do want to let our viewers know, the media gets a bad rap these days. And I just wanted everyone to see what kind of man is running iHeartMedia. Tell us all the stations you're in control of, Eddie, so people are aware of what you do.
Well, we've got 7 radio stations. We've got the one that you've been on for, what is it, 10 years?
No, I think more like 32 years.
32 years she's been on behind the microphone, which that is actually unheard of. We've got Sunny 99.1, which targets females. We've got a very, very heritage rock station in the Buzz 94.5, and it targets people, probably 60% male, 40% female, and it's anchored by Rod Ryan in the morning, who is truly one of the biggest on-air personalities in America, especially in the rock arena. We've got KTRH, which is a big monster 50,000 watt news talk station with some amazing personalities there. That radio station, by the way, last year, 2022, was the highest billing radio station in the history of Houston radio. It blows me away that
Huge.
I just said that. We've got the Beat, 93.7, which is a hip hop and R&B radio station. It targets a little bit younger demo, and for those people that are interested in Jay-Z and Beyonce, that's their go-to station. We've also got another talk station, KPRC AM, which is it's we don't have as much news on it. It's just talk all day long. We've got the Information Network, which we just launched about 2 years ago, which has taken off, and it's a great compliment to our news talk station, KTRH. And am I miss? Oh, Sports Talk 790, which we are proud to say is the home of the Houston Rockets, the Houston Astros, and University of Texas football and basketball. So lots under our roof. We pretty much have something for everyone, and we couple that with a pretty impressive digital platform that. Whoop, wake up, Dana. But so yeah, we have a lot of amazing assets here that we use to solve marketing objective problems for our clients. So I am very blessed that I have 7 different radio stations and a digital platform, and we're also the #1 podcasting publisher in America. So we have so much that we can do to assist our clients with their marketing objectives.
Absolutely. So now you see the man, this powerful man who's just a great guy with some great leadership traits. I just wanted to introduce people because you're always behind the scenes for us radio people. And I wanted to see people to see what motivates me in the morning and why I enjoy coming to work as much as you do. So, Eddie, thank you for your time.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. It's thank you for the nice words, and I appreciate that. But it's I'm very gratified to be able to have this job, but it's the 140 employees that make it so productive and make it so enjoyable. Every radio company is pretty much the same. It's a tower out in a rural area. It's rusty and with weeds around it. They're all the same. What makes a difference is the people that are in this office, the people that are on air, the people who are out selling our products, the people who are keeping us on air, the engineers, the promotion folks. And that is what we have. We have a world-class team of people that are always willing to do whatever it takes, you being one of those. And I'm just blessed to be sitting in the corner office. Actually, I don't even think Sylvia's actually in the corner office.
She's in the corner. That's right.
She's in the corner. I'm not. But we just have a great team. And I count my blessings each and every day for that team.
I know you do. I know you do. It's a pleasure to work with you. And thank you for your time today. I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.